For me personally, when I invested the first time I invested in Bitcoin was 2014. When I invested serious amounts was 2015. And my thesis was never that of a cryptocurrency, because I always mentally struggled that someone wants to use something as a currency that is deflationary and therefore probably is rather going to appreciate in value rather than decrease in value. Do
Sure.
you see this as a possibility for them, that actually things will be priced in Bitcoin? Do you actually think people will use Bitcoin as a currency, or do you rather think it's a great escape mechanism whenever needed, that people can leave the dollar or whatever local currency to go into Bitcoin and actually use it as a currency rather than just as a store of value, as an asset?
Well, actually, I've been, when I went to Tokyo the last time, I saw this jewelry priced in yen and priced in Bitcoin. I think there are places all around the world that are starting to say, hey, you can get it in dollars, you can get it in Bitcoin, you can get it in euros, or you can get it in Bitcoin. When I went to buy a house, they knew who I was and they knew I was big in Bitcoin, and they said, hey, you can pay us in Bitcoin. And I said, no, I've got diamond hands. I don't want to give up. And the same thing when Stanford was asking for money, they didn't want dollars from me, they wanted Bitcoin. So it's starting to be recognized as something that has a value across the board, and actually a value that is not tied to any political force, any government, any anybody who wants to inflate their economy. These fiat currencies are a thing of the past. In fact, somebody asked me, or everybody asked me, when are you going to sell your Bitcoin? And I say, into what? What would I possibly want to sell my Bitcoin into? Take the currency of the future and turn it into the currency of the past? It's like I want to take my euros and convert them to, French franc or Deutschmarks. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to go for the currency of the future. And so I look and I say, this is what people will build businesses around, and it's where they will look to how much Bitcoin they are able to grow, and that will be a determination of how much they've been able to store, how much value they've been able to create and store. So I think it's great, and knowing that it doesn't inflate when all these fiat currencies are inflating. People say, oh, but it's very volatile, and I say, wait a second, no, one Bitcoin is still worth one Bitcoin. All these other currencies are very volatile as they slowly disappear from use. And I think that's the way the world is moving. And as these governments get more desperate, they print more money. They're just showing their cards. They're just showing that they cannot handle a flat. They can't handle an economy that doesn't have inflation built in.